Title: Eat this $1 food daily to stroke-proof your brain. Does a glass of red wine every night actually protect your brain from stroke? Many people believe it does. But what if everything you've heard about preventing this devastating condition is either wrong or incomplete? What if there's a simple, incredibly cheap food that could slash your stroke risk? Stay with me, because the answer could literally save your life. Let's get real about stroke. It's not just an old person's disease. 1 in 4 adults over 25 will have a stroke in their lifetime. Globally, it's the second biggest killer and a leading cause of disability. Every minute a stroke goes untreated, you lose almost 2 million brain cells. The window for treatment is incredibly tight, often just 4.5 hours. Only a third of patients make it to the hospital in time. But here's the good news, the powerful news. Around 80% of strokes are preventable. The key lies in understanding what truly works. Let's dive into the powerful, evidence-backed foods that do protect your brain. Number 9. Beans and lentils. First up, the humble bean and lentil. These budget-friendly staples are nutritional powerhouses, loaded with potassium and soluble fiber. They're consistently linked to lower cardiovascular disease and even lower stroke mortality. Think about it. A warm, hearty lentil soup, like the one famously shared by lifelong vegetarian Paul McCartney, isn't just delicious. It's a shield for your brain. Number 8. Ground flaxseed. Next, a tiny seed with mighty power, ground flaxseed. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons a day can lead to significant reductions in blood pressure, a major stroke risk factor. Stir it into yogurt, sprinkle it on salads, or mix it into a smoothie. It's an easy addition that delivers big results. Number 7. Fish. Omega-3s. When it comes to essential fats, observational studies show higher fish intake, especially fatty fish rich in omega-3s, is associated with lower stroke risk. Forget the supplements for a moment. The evidence is strongest for fish in your diet. Celebrities like Mariah Carey and Tom Brady highlight salmon and tuna as staples, and for good reason. Whole foods offer a synergistic benefit that pills often miss. Next, let's talk about the usual suspects that silently damage your brain. Processed meats, which are loaded with sodium and harmful compounds. Foods excessively high in sodium, which silently drive up your blood pressure. And all those sugar-sweetened drinks, which wreak havoc on your vascular system. These are consistently linked to a higher stroke risk. Cut them out, starting today. Number 6. Low-fat dairy. Don't overlook low-fat dairy. Recent analyses show that overall dairy consumption, especially skim milk and yogurt, is tied to a lower stroke risk. Jamie Lee Curtis has been a long-time advocate for yogurt, and its benefits for your gut and brain health are increasingly clear. Number 5. Tea and coffee, unsweetened. Good news for your daily ritual. Moderate, unsweetened tea and coffee can be your allies. Studies from the UK Biobank found that having 2 to 3 cups of coffee and/or 3 to 5 cups of tea daily was associated with a remarkable 32% lower stroke risk. Just avoid the sugar and excessive caffeine if you're sensitive. Think of Hugh Jackman, a coffee founder, or the late Queen Elizabeth II and her daily Earl Grey. These habits are backed by science. Number 4. Mediterranean diet and extra virgin olive oil. Embrace the Mediterranean way of eating. This pattern, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and especially extra virgin olive oil, is a proven stroke defender. The landmark Predimed trial showed that supplementing this diet with EVOO or nuts lowered major cardiovascular events, including stroke, by about 30%. Daily EVOO, about 4 tablespoons, as favored by stars like Penelope Cruz and Sophia Loren, is a powerful investment in your brain. Beyond diet, there are often overlooked factors. Did you know silent strokes are common, doubling your risk of a future major stroke? Or that atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat, increases stroke risk 5-fold? Even snoring from sleep apnea roughly doubles your risk. And it's not just about what you eat or your existing conditions. Air pollution alone accounted for nearly 30% of global stroke disability recently. While high blood pressure remains the single biggest driver, we can't ignore the rising prevalence of stroke in younger adults, even those aged 18 to 44. Women, too, face unique risks, with stroke killing more women than men, and conditions like preeclampsia doubling lifetime risk. The common fast mnemonic for stroke symptoms often misses crucial signs of back-of-the-brain strokes. Remember to add balance and eyes to make it BEFAST. The uncertainty of cryptogenic strokes, those with undetermined causes, highlights the need for a comprehensive, proactive approach to prevention. Number 3. Fruits and shades. This might seem obvious, but the dose matters. Each extra 200 grams of fruit per day is linked to a 32% lower stroke risk. And for vegetables, it's 11%. Think vibrant berries, crisp apples, leafy greens. Jennifer Aniston, known for her produce-heavy diet, exemplifies how delicious and easy it can be to pack your plate with brain-protective plants. Number 2. Potassium salt substitute. Finally, a simple swap that can have monumental impact. Potassium salt substitute. This isn't just about reducing sodium. It's about replacing it with potassium, which helps lower blood pressure. In a massive trial involving over 20,000 people, simply swapping regular salt for a mix of sodium chloride and potassium chloride cut stroke risk by 14%. This is a powerful, evidence-backed tool, unless you have advanced kidney disease or specific medications that affect potassium levels. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but remember the most critical fact. Around 80% of strokes are preventable. This isn't about expensive treatments or impossible lifestyle overhauls. It's about tackling modifiable risks like diet, activity, and managing blood pressure. The future doesn't have to be bleak, with projected 50% increases in stroke deaths by 2050. You have the power to change this, and it starts with making informed choices. Number 1. The $1 stroke-proofing hero revealed. So, we've explored the landscape of stroke prevention, debunked myths, and highlighted powerful allies. Now it's time to reveal our single, most impactful and incredibly affordable $1 hero food. The one food you can easily incorporate into your daily routine that provides fiber, beta-glucan, helps lower cholesterol, and significantly reduces blood pressure, all critical factors in stroke prevention. Your daily $1 brain defender is oats. That's right, simple rolled oats, not the sugary flavored instant packets, the genuine, unadulterated grain. Oats are packed with soluble fiber, especially beta-glucan, which actively lowers LDL cholesterol and helps stabilize blood sugar. Every extra 7 grams of total fiber you get each day, easily achieved with a bowl of oats, is linked to a 7% lower first stroke risk. But the real superpower of oats? Their ability to lower blood pressure. Multiple trials show that incorporating oats can lead to meaningful reductions, 10 to 15 millimeters of mercury systolic in hypertensives. This is a monumental impact for a food that costs pennies a serving. It's cheap, senior-friendly, and incredibly easy to prepare and digest. How to make your $1 brain power bowl. Here's your perfect brain-protective $1 bowl. Start with 60 to 80 grams of rolled oats cooked with water or milk. Top it generously with walnuts for healthy fats, mixed berries for antioxidants, and sliced banana for extra potassium. A sprinkle of cinnamon adds flavor and more health benefits. Pair this with your unsweetened tea or coffee and use potassium salt substitute for the rest of your meals. This isn't just breakfast. It's a daily investment in a stroke-proof future. Join Jane Fonda and Martha Stewart, who've long championed oatmeal bowls, and take control of your brain health. Share your favorite oat toppings in the comments. Like and subscribe for more life-saving health insights. Let's bust some myths and expose the silent threats. First, that red wine myth. The truth is, alcohol raises blood pressure and overall stroke risk. Any perceived protection in older studies is weak and flawed. So if you drink, keep it low or avoid it.